Wow, what a day. Right. A lot to go through, a lot of thank yous, but I promise there's some actual content in here as well, so do bear with me. Just been just a wonderful day. Thank you everybody who's joined the sessions. Thanks everybody who's joined in on the chat, that's messaged on Twitter, that said thank you. There's been a lot of it. We aren't quite caught up with everything. It'll take us all night to go through everything, I'm sure. One of the crazy things we've noted towards the end of the afternoon as well is that there's as many people watching the start of the day who are just starting the conference now as there are watching these final sessions. And it's just amazing to see how global and the overlap of that audience truly is throughout the different days. I had somebody in Brazil message me and say how great the opening keynote was just about an hour and a half ago. So when you're watching this later, Brazil, this is 4:00 in the afternoon in the UK. Just so you know. So thank you to all the speakers who've put in the work, and throughout every single session, we've seen people enjoying the content all the way through the day. The speakers have made this event fantastic, and there has been talk after talk after talk that will get repeat viewings by people that will bring people back to educate them and blow them away. And when I put together all the speakers and when I select them and reach out to them, it's just wonderful to see all that coming together. So thank you to each of our speakers here. Thank you for your hard work. Your thoroughness in preparation has shone through repeatedly, and we're immensely grateful for it. And our MCs have done a wonderful job today, keeping everybody happy. There's a lot of jokes going on. I've got two MCs in kind of roughly the same room as me right now, so I can kind of see them joking with the speakers throughout the day and keeping everybody happy. Thank you for asking the hard questions, and again, preparing on your side as well, doing the work in advance. You've really underpinned the whole experience today and helped make this event what it is. Thank you for our silver sponsors for giving to our charities. I've noticed many of them in different chats today, turning up a lot of registrations from these guys as well, making sure they're part of the event. Our gold sponsors have been out in force too. Thank you, Klarna, Vertex, Clayvu, Checkout, Klaviyo, Adyen, Nemetria, SafeCharge, all coming out in force, delivering great talks too, and helping make that solution track particularly wonderful. And especially thank you to our platinum sponsors here, to Adobe, to PayPal, and to Akuva for all of their support in this event. You know, they've really been there every single step of the way, and I've had a lot of calls with people at each of these organizations, and especially Adobe here, where they've really shown their commitment to the Magento community and the events happening in it. And that foundation of support has been fantastic. Special thanks, of course, to Team JH, who dived right in. As soon as I made the call to go virtual and raise money for charity, they didn't call me insane. They didn't chuck me out of the door. They were all there to make it happen, and they've worked over this last 3 months to make all of this happen. From Emma in marketing, Emmy in admin and support, Joe and his design team, Dwayne working late at night to make sure the website actually works and all comes together, and just everybody else who's put a ton of work into this. It's been incredible. I just want to just shout out to XSM for their production work here, their management of the event and helping us do a lot of the work in the background. They've been particularly amazing, and I would recommend them without hesitation for sure. The important part today, of course, with the really vital part of today was over 1,000 people registered. We're almost 1,100 people now. 150 people have registered during the day. The important thing here was our charities. You know, we set out to make a real difference in people's lives and to support at a ground level our communities. And we achieved that and so much more by raising £83,000 and counting. Age UK helping the elderly, Mind helping people with mental health, Trussell Trust helping people feed their families, and of course Clifton Community and Family Support Group helping the local community there. I said at the start of the event, there's two reasons people go into business in my experience, at least good businesses. One, they want to be their own boss, and two, they want to be a change in the world that they've not seen yet. And for me, I hope to see this example from this event, something that hopefully will follow through our ecosystem. We'll see many more companies supporting at grassroots level our communities, making sure they make a real difference. On top of this, when we hear about topics like Black Lives Matters, it's exactly the same thing there. What we want to see is investment in diversity in organizations like Black Girls Code and Women in Tech and Project Function and all the rest of them, to ensure that not just voicing our opinion and agreeing with the valid points and the excellent debate going on right now, but we're putting our money where it matters. We're putting our money where our mouth is ultimately. We've got a phrase here at JH that we like to plant seeds that sometime we'll never get the chance to see grow. And that's what it means to support your community. That's what it means to support the people around you. Sometimes it doesn't have to directly benefit you in order to do that thing that's good. So this money will help a lot of people, and I could not be prouder to put this at the heart of the event. It'll just be the start of this, I'm sure, and I hope to see many people follow suit. As you have done throughout the day, and I'm sure you'll continue to, do feel free to continue talking on social media. Let us know your comments, your feedback, the bits you loved most, the bits you didn't like. We really want to hear it. Often we do these events and we wait weeks to hear back from any feedback and on what we can do and what we can improve. I can tell you the minute this is done, we'll already be talking about how we do better. So your input's always valuable into that. We'll be sending out a survey, I believe, later this week. It'll be in the next couple of days, and ask you questions about how we can help that further. Really appreciate if you take the time to give us that feedback and help us along the way. And I suppose I should put a question mark after this top line here, because we always have to pause for a moment before thinking about what we'll do next. The question we ask ourselves, I think Drew said very brilliantly in his talk earlier, is, can we do it better next time? What do we add? What's the value add? How do we take this to a different level? But I think I can say with a lot of confidence that we'll be back next year for that 10th anniversary of Meet Magento UK, and we'll be bringing something special. In the meantime, we've got a lot more planned. You're not going to have to wait a whole year for an event from us. You're going to see some things in the meantime. Until next year, until 2021, thank you everyone for making this event great. I know many of you will be watching this tonight in the recordings as well in different time zones. So whatever time it is for you today, whatever time it is for you now, have a great morning, have a great day, have a great evening. It's been truly a pleasure, and it has been a privilege. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye from me.